Hey, it's Soul, and here are your little tips and reminders for this coming week in Warcraft. You can support the channel by liking the video, subscribing for more coverage, and you can catch me live on Twitch for a chat. Let's kick it off with some class tuning coming this week. Demon Hunters are taking it to the chin, with a small nerf to Sigil of Flame, as well as some modest reductions to Havoc talents. Devokers are getting a flat damage increase, with some more loving given to Pyre, one of their signature abilities. Prevokers are getting a much needed fix. Their damage bubble ability will hit 5 people up from 3, so now they can actually cover their whole party. Mages are the clear favorite in this round of class tuning, with buffs to all 3 of their specs. In a way, they kind of received their own legendary weapon, so yay, great for them. Windwalker monks are getting some good love too, with buffs to most of their abilities. However, Mistweavers are getting their general heals knocked down a peg. Retribution Paladins apparently play fine, but could just do with higher numbers, so they get a modest buff overall. Shadow Priests are getting a pretty nice bump to their cleave damage, while Holy Priests get an overall healing buff and an increase to Prayer of Mending, which is the coolest healing spell in WoW if I say so myself, and I do. Assassination Rogues' Time in the Sun got a little bit darker with a small nerf to their overall damage. Elemental Shaman are getting a nice increase to their AoE with a buff to Earthquake, and Enhancement is getting a tiny bit more damage mitigation with a buff to one of their regular talents, while Resto Shaman are getting a few buffs to their direct heals and their cute little healing totem. Warlocks are up for some buffs too, with increases to their AoE and cleave as Affliction and Destruction, and if your class wasn't mentioned, they're doing absolutely 100% fine. Starting just over this weekend and for the next few weeks is the Feast of Wintervale event. Unfortunately, as it turns out, this holiday wasn't given the same love that the Hallows End event got, with no new encounters or, I guess, actual things to do, at least so far. Maybe there's some hidden surprise, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. There are new things to work for though. It mostly comes in the form of completing the daily quest to knock out the Abominable Grinch over in Alterac. You get a chance for a dragon riding appearance and a Pepe on a sled. And Valdrakken decked itself out for some holiday cheer too, with trees and wreaths and other decorations all over the main areas. This week is good for getting gear too. You can expect to complete your 4th Spark of Dreams this week for another piece of crafted gear. Between you and me, I'm honestly thinking about investing into a Spore Cloak even after the massive nerf because, well, I don't care too much about dealing damage, and between the Spore Cloak and the Lariat, I think the Spore Cloak is more likely to keep me alive every 2 minutes. Maybe. The Pet Battle bonus event happens this week, and this coming Saturday for you folks in the EU, the stars align and it's Super Squirt Day. Level up them pets that you've been getting from the Emerald Dream and then sell them to the highest bidder, you heartless monster. Deepwind Dunk is the Brawl this week, and Timewalking is in town. This week we feature the Burning Crusade, so don't be a dummy like me and pick up the quest and then complete 5 Timewalking dungeons for a piece of champion gear. On top of that, you can go into Black Temple Timewalking for champion gear drops and complete a quest to get hero class gear. Now, I'm pretty darn sure that you can't use the Revival Catalyst on the Time Warp gear, but hey, it's still a great source for item level. And over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are Tyrannical, Incorporeal, and Spiteful. Merry Christmas, I guess. I might be talking from the perspective of a less skilled dungeon person. I did get my Keystone Mastery achievement the other day, go me, but Incorporeal is unforgiving as heck. It really sucks when you might need to rely on maybe a hunter to trap a mob, but the problem is that the ghost spawned on top of another mob and that trap is pretty likely to hit the wrong target. I'm still also a bit surprised that the debuff stacks up to 100% still. I'd figure that even if it capped at only 75 or even as low as 50%, it would still feel pretty bad. Combine this with Tyrannical, Ghost can quickly put an end to an encounter. Resolving Incorporeal is simple, I would say it's even easy, but when things go wrong, it turns into a train wreck real fast, and that seems, well, kind of inconsistent with the other affixes. With the latest 10.2.5 build marked as a release candidate, it's a sign to me that the WoW team is going to be mostly on break before the new year. We shouldn't expect them to drop bombs, but there might be a few surprises in store. Maybe we'll get the 2024 roadmap with news on what's in the horizon for 10.2.6 and later. We'll definitely get a preview for the January trading posts. I'm looking forward to that. The news otherwise might be light, but there's still plenty of WoW to enjoy, whether you're having adventures on the Dragon Isles or enjoying what Classic has to offer. Over the next few weeks, I'm still going to be streaming. I'll keep up the weekly reminders, I'll cover the trading post, and hey, if something crazy happens, you'll see me. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty light on content. But for now, thanks for coming. I truly appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe for more WoW stuff. I wish you all a fantastic holiday, and I'll see you for the next thing. We'll have Bob take us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Hey look, it's a new month, come and join me. We're gonna do collecties. Cause tender is my breakfast, tender's what I breathe. Tender is the loot I collect from the corpses. Tender's running through my veins, tender's both my pleasure and pain. It's like coffee, tender's in my cup. Suddenly it's not cause I bought things. Check me on my badass broomstick mount. Got my tender than your mama can count. Done.